everyone. November 5th, Election Mania. Choice is yours. You can go with President Trump, Kane, and The Undertaker, or you can take Kamala Harris, Dave Bautista, and Tim Walz. Choose wisely. The nation depends on.
I got the address wrong.
Yep.
Did you get the Bitcoin I sent?
Nope. It's gone?
Dang, that's too bad. Can we get it back?
No, that's not how it works. To find it, we'd have to iterate through every possible seed phrase combination in existence, and that number is astronomical. And
Right. Wow. Wait a minute. What if we printed more fiat and bought more Bitcoin?
Right, yep. That would work. We'd have to make up a reason to justify the printing, like a war or something. Yeah, I am pointing and talking to avoid Clinton.
Okay.
Go with me on this.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, that's
right,
great.
Yeah, right. He thinks he saw Haley Welch here at the church.
Wow.
Let's hop to us and cash into the world. I am Satoshi Nakamoto. Hop to it.
Yeah, I am just going to point and talk to.
Yep.
And then out the oil. Shake. Back into the oil. I'm not chomping at the bit to start another company. I have 17 jobs, and then another one, I suppose, with the Department of Government Efficiency. Although I think improving government efficiency will be really helpful in advancing space and a bunch of other things, and just freeing people around the country to do what they want to do.
We're now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now in Michael, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of a game called Werewolf?
No.
Everyone gets a piece of paper. It's either got villager written on it, but 2 have the word werewolf. Someone runs the game to make sure no one's cheating, and they go, okay, it's nighttime, everyone close your eyes. Werewolves choose someone to kill, and the werewolves go, they say, okay, everyone close your eyes, it's morning time, open them again. During the night, Francis was killed. There's then a conversation, and this is where it gets interesting, between all the villagers and the 2 werewolves over who the werewolves are. Then at the end of the day, the villagers have to decide who they're going to kill, and they say, well, we're going to kill Constantine. It's revealed by the person running the game, I'm afraid Constantine was a villager. And the game continues. The villagers win the game if they kill both werewolves. The werewolves win the game if they kill all but 2 villagers. And the werewolves usually win. The game was invented by a student of sociology in Russia who wanted to prove his thesis that an uninformed majority will always lose a battle of information against an informed minority. So that just shows, when you have hidden information, you can completely manipulate a large group of people.
This is what happens when you have a quantity of something and then you add more to it. This is dilution. The principle is so simple that a child can understand. And you can create this little science project at home. Sorry, you can have your tea back. Okay. But the principle is called dilution. And when you print $5 trillion and you put it into the economy, you have diluted the value of the money.
In 2016, the median home in America cost 664 Bitcoin. Today, it costs 6 Bitcoin. So what ends up happening is, in dollar terms, we actually saw about a 50% increase. It was like $250,000, $300,000. Now it's over $400,000. 50% increase in dollar terms for the median home between 2016 and 2024. So 8 years, 50% increase in that home. How many people's wages went up 50% or more? Probably not as many. In Bitcoin terms, there was a 99% reduction in the price of the median home in America priced in Bitcoin. Bitcoin literally made housing more affordable. And so when you think of it in those terms, what it does is it requires you to break the mold of thinking in dollars and now think in terms of Bitcoin. And so if you hold dollars, everything around you gets more expensive over time. Your coffee gets more expensive. Your house gets more expensive. The clothes that you buy, everything gets more expensive. When you hold Bitcoin over the long run, everything gets less expensive over time. Your purchasing power increases at a faster rate than the rate of inflation. And therefore, literally every single good around you gets less and less expensive.
Man, I sure hope we don't have to make a phone. That's a lot of work. The idea of making a phone makes me want to die. But if we have to make a phone, we will. But we will aspire not to make a phone. I do think that the various companies and Apple and Google Android and whatnot, they need to make sure they don't have a heavy hand in like the App Store and whatnot, or they will create a forcing function for there to be a competitor. But man, I dread the idea of making a phone. But if that turns out to be necessary, we'll do it, but hopefully it is not necessary.
I'm a single guy. I have no children. When I'm gone, I'm gone. I've got, just like Satoshi left 1 million Bitcoin to the universe, so I'm leaving whatever I've got to the civilization.
But fundamentally, at scale, the Optimus robot, you should be able to buy an Optimus robot for, I think, probably $20,000 to $30,000 long term. So, and what can it do? It'll be able to do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids. It can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks. Whatever you can think of, it will do. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I think this will be the biggest product ever of any kind.